Part 2: The reason you feel exhausted.
You ever feel like life turned into one giant group chat and you forgot to leave? Notifications going off, mind racing, body exhausted, soul blinking low battery. You're answering texts while brushing your teeth, thinking about work during dinner, binge watching shows just to distract the noise in your head. But even when you're lying down, you're not resting, you're buffering. And deep down, you know it. You tell yourself, just one more task, just one more email, just one more day of pushing through. And then you'll rest. But that moment never really comes, does it? Because there's always something. Always one more tab open in your brain, one more thing to fix, reply to, solve, schedule. And somewhere in the chaos, you forgot how to just stop. Can I tell you something you probably haven't heard in way too long? You're allowed to rest. Not when it's all done. Not when you've earned it. Not when someone gives you permission, but right now. No permission slip, no productivity quota, just rest. But that's the trick, isn't it? Most of us don't even know how to rest anymore. We confuse resting with scrolling, numbing with recovering, pausing with being lazy. We don't rest. We delay, collapse, pretend, and call it self-care when really we're just surviving. So today we're not doing that. Today, we're slowing down. Together. Because this video right here isn't just another thing to watch. It's not content. It's not self-help. It's a message your nervous system's been begging you to hear. It's not advice. It's a mirror. Let's talk about the art of rest. Not the hacks or science or 5-step bedtime rituals. The art. The messy, soft, beautiful, sacred, rebellious art of truly relaxing. And I'm not talking bubble baths and spa playlists, though if that's your thing, go all in. Light the eucalyptus candle. Name it Cheryl. I'm talking about the kind of rest that makes your bones sigh. The kind that doesn't need an Instagram caption. The kind that reminds you who you are when no one's watching and everything is quiet. Let me ask you this. When's the last time you sat in silence, without checking your phone? Without turning it into productivity? Without trying to be mindful? Just sat. Just existed. Not doing, not fixing. Just being. If that question makes you twitch a little, congrats, you're human. Modern life trains us to fear stillness, because stillness lets things surface, like sadness, guilt, loneliness, things we buried under to-do lists and notifications. But you can't heal what you won't sit with. And you can't rest if you're sprinting through your own heart like it's a hallway with no doors. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman named Sahana, the strongest person you'd ever meet. Dependable, organized, always there for everyone but herself. She carried her family, her team, her dreams, her pain, and people praised her strength. But no one saw her crumbling, until one day she couldn't get out of bed. Not because she was lazy, but because her soul had quietly screamed, "I'm done." She lay there, not because she wanted to, but because her body said, "Stop." And at first, it scared her. She wasn't used to stillness. She wasn't used to not achieving. But then something shifted. She noticed the light through the curtains, the sound of birds, her own breathing. And in that silence, something sacred returned. She remembered herself. And she didn't need to perform to be worthy. You see, we wear exhaustion like a badge. Like, if we're not running, we're not trying. If we're not stressed, we're not successful. But who taught us that? Who told us we have to earn rest? Who said we can't be loved in stillness? Your body's not a machine. Your mind is not a whiteboard. Your heart is not a workplace. You don't need to clock in to deserve peace. You were born with that right. But I get it. I really do. We feel guilty when we rest. Like the world is sprinting past and we're falling behind. But behind what? Who set the pace? What are we racing toward? And what if real strength isn't about how much you carry, but knowing when to set it down? What if the most radical thing you can do in a tired world is rest on purpose? Without apology, no hashtags, no explanations. No need to post about it. Just be still. Listen to the silence. Let your soul breathe. It's not easy, I know. We've been programmed to overfunction. We think peace is something we buy at the end of a checklist. But real rest starts when you realize you don't have to earn your worth. You don't need to prove your right to be still. You don't need to hustle for peace, audition for love, or climb some invisible ladder just to finally exhale. You just need to remember that being is enough. Not being impressive, not being productive, not being on, just being. Alive. Here. Now that's where rest begins. Not with the perfect schedule or the ideal mindset, but with the radical belief that you are worthy of quiet, worthy of softness, worthy of stopping, even if the laundry isn't done, even if the emails are unread, even if the world is still spinning. You get to pause, you get to breathe. So, let's try something together. Just you and me. Close your eyes unless you're driving, in which case, please spiritually squint. Ready? Take a deep breath in. Deeper. From your belly, not your chest. Hold it gently. Let it out slow, like you're releasing something ancient. Feel that? That's life reminding you it doesn't have to be a sprint. Even your breath is a gift. Your inhale says, I'm here. Your exhale says, and I'm allowed to be. That is rest. It can be that simple. A breath, a pause, a moment to remember your humanity. You're not a machine. You were never meant to run nonstop 24/7 on caffeine and obligation. You are made of oceans and stardust and childhood laughter and everything beautiful that refuses to be rushed. 5 minutes of true rest, eyes closed, heart open, doing absolutely nothing but existing, beats 5 hours of anxious scrolling, pretending you're okay. Because you don't need more noise, you need quiet. You don't need to keep up, you need to slow down. Rest isn't wasted time. It's what gives time meaning. It's what makes you kind. It's what lets you come home to yourself. The world doesn't need more burned out, over-caffeinated, goal-chasing zombies. It needs you. Calm, rooted, software, alive, fully human, fully here. You don't have to be everything today. You don't have to be strong right now. You don't have to carry it all. You just have to breathe. You just have to be. Rest is how you return to yourself. And the self you're returning to, it's not broken. It's not lazy. It's not failing. It's just tired. And tired isn't a flaw. It isn't weakness. Tired is truth. Tired is a signal. Tired says, you've done enough. You've given enough. It's okay to stop now. So take the nap. Sit in the sun. Lay on the floor with no agenda. Watch the sky like it's performing just for you. Do nothing with sacred intention. Laugh with your dog. Stare at a leaf. Listen to the silence between songs. Drink your tea like it's the most important meeting of the day. Because maybe it is. And if anyone asks what you're doing, say, I'm healing. Say, I'm resting my soul. Say, I'm remembering who I am without all the noise. Because you are. The art of rest is not about escaping life. It's about rejoining it. Fully. Present. Grounded. Unhurried. It's about remembering that peace was never something outside of you. You weren't waiting to find it. It was waiting for you to slow down enough to hear it. So rest, my friend. Not tomorrow. Not when you finish. Not when it's convenient. But now. This moment. This breath. Because the world can wait. Your peace can't. And neither can your heart. I'll see you after your nap. You've earned it. No, scratch that. You never had to earn it at all. Peace was always yours.